What's up, Clashers? It's Wheeler, Team Cat Daddy. I was gonna make a little video today on some Elixir rating. Um, so I always get from people in the clan, people in global, like they either can't get Elixir, they can't get gold. So I thought I'd address the Elixir part in this one. So basically, the biggest key here is making a cheap army. So you'll notice that for my I make different armies for different types of rating depending on what I want to do. So on this one, you'll see I haven't made anything expensive at all. It's 60 gobs, 64 arch, 60 barbs. Most expensive thing I have is the 8 wall breakers. So when you add all that up, which I suggest that you do whenever you go raid, is so how much my wall breakers? 2,500 a piece. Okay, so I've got what 16, 20,000 in wall breakers. And then the rest, which I'm not going to use them all. I just like to roll with 8. The rest cost me about another 20. So I've got about a 40K in Elixir army. But like I said, I won't use all the wall breakers. So the other key thing here is being patient. Now, before you'll see I have a barracks boosted right here. Before I leave on a raid, since I know I'm going to use all my gobs, I just go ahead and get a barracks going with some gobs. That way, while I'm out raiding, those will start cooking, and I won't have to wait so long when I get back, which is cool. So the other key thing here is being patient. So what we want to really try and do is find a base with at least close to 100K something. Whether you're going for gold or elixir. Sometimes I'll go below 100. Um, just depends on where the resources are sitting. Um, so like this one, I'm gonna take his right now. Well, no, I'm not because I'm making the video. But normally I would just stop and use like 30 gobs and just take all those because 30 gobs don't cost hardly anything. Um, that's another good reason to keep a barracks going. If you're using gobs with gobs or using arch, or whatever it is, because that way, if you find something that easy, you rake in 30, 40K real quick, get back. By the time you get back, your gobs are going to be back anyway. It didn't really cost you any time. So we're really looking for something close to 100. Actually, since this is taking so long, what we'll go ahead and do is I will show you a raid that I just did. I actually made a video of this one. For some reason, the video messed up. So I found this guy. As you can see, most of his stuff is in all of his resources are in his pumps and his collectors. So went ahead and took out with the gobs. I like to use some gobs and some barbs at the same time. Just that way. Usually I try to remember to send the barbs out first, but I don't always do it. Um, that way, as you can see, they start shooting at the barbs. Kind of saves the gobs a little bit. They can get in there. So as you can see, by the time that I took out the collectors, I already had most of his resources. Went ahead and used a few wall breakers to come through this wall right here where these gobs are already working. Right up here. Um, so those guys, because since that collector, or since that storage is sitting right there, and that other collector's right there full, figured why not go ahead and get after that as well. I mean, if they're gonna make it easy, put it on the outside. I'm gonna go try and grab it. You know what I mean? So you see the rest of the gobs come in right here. Normally, I roll out with a Barb King. I was making this video earlier and kind of got more involved in making the video than I did paying attention to all my resources. I mean, all of my troops. So I rolled out a little soon without the Barb King. Barb Kings are great. Highly recommend. I'm not gonna lie. When I got to TH8 to be able to get one, I just bought him. It was $5. I went ahead and got him just because I needed to raid so much, and using the Barb King is free. All it does is cost you time. So, you know, if you don't, there's no shame if you don't want to wait around for collecting that much Dark Elixir. Get to 10,000, get your King. You know, it's a quick $5. No big deal. I'm not a big gemmer. That's actually the only thing I've ever bought. Other than that, I use my gems that I get from my base, from the bushes and stuff. I use those mainly for boosting. Like I have my barracks boosted now. So this is where I was thinking about maybe going after the rest of that gold, but I didn't really see the point. The mortars were gonna take out my archers anyway, so I skipped it. Um, and there you see, 194. I used 4 wall breakers, so that cost me 10,000. There's another 6,000 in barbs, like almost 5,000 in gobs, a little bit more in archers. So as you see, I probably spent almost 30 or so, or about 30, and so I profited 164 in Elixir. The gold was just a bonus. And a lot of times I don't have to go raid for gold, especially if I've been Elixir raiding, because even if you're only taking, 30, 40K at a time, well, if you raids into that, the gold keeps adding up and adding up, whereas, obviously you got to use the Elixir. So, that's pretty much it for this one. I think there was one other thing I was going to tell y'all. Oh, that's what I was going to show you, was the my clan castle. So as you can see, I made the cheap army. It worked out great. But what I do ask from my clan is I do try and get some decent troops from them. So yeah, I have a few level 6 whiz, some nice minions in there. Somebody threw me an arch, I guess. But that way, just in case, like you get close to something, or if your plan just goes, you get CC troops coming at you, your plan just goes to hell. Nice to have those bigger troops in your clan castle. Another good way to go if your clan is as cool as mine is, you just let them know I gotta raid hardcore for some stuff, and you can save yourself some elixir and some room in your camps. By getting, giants or hogs or whatever you need, something bigger, and go ahead and just put that in your CC and constantly use them. I mean, my clan, although I just happen to be the leader, they knew before I was leader that, if my donations get out of whack, it's because I'm raiding hard, and I'll make them up. So usually with drag donations for war. So anyways, that's a good elixir, a little bit about elixir right there. Hope that helped you guys out. Check out some of the rest of the Team Cat Daddy videos. We're going to start making a lot more as we've had some people join the clan telling us that they liked them. So the next one coming up will probably be about gold, since I'm looking a little low on that. Alright guys, we'll see y'all in the next video.